Let's consider three people. The first two of them fell in love. The third knows them both, but loves neither in the way the two love each other. Now, imagine that one of the two lovers dies. The surviving lover does not simply experience the absence of a person. They experience something more specific and stranger than absence. They feel the dead person as present, not as hallucination, not as denial, but as genuine presence. A warmth in a particular chair, a voice in a song, a sense of being accompanied that no amount of rationality fully dispels. They reach inward and find something there that should, by every material account, be gone. The third person experiences none of this. They stand at the same funeral, walk through the same house, and sit in the same chair. They experience a body that stopped, a space where someone used to be, nothing more, no presence, no warmth, no sense of accompaniment. Same objective reality. Two completely different subjective realities. And neither person is wrong about what they are experiencing. Consciousism offers a framework for understanding why. Two people who love each other over time are not simply sharing experiences. They are modifying each other's informational fields. Consciousness in the Consciousism model exists at a level more fundamental than the physical body. Each conscious stream is a coherent pattern within the informational field, the second tier of reality, from which space-time and the physical world emerge as expressions. When two streams of consciousness spend sustained time in close resonance, attending to each other, responding to each other, shaping their inner worlds around each other, those patterns begin to entrain. This is not metaphor. It is the same principle that governs coupled oscillators in physics, two pendulums on the same wall gradually synchronizing their swing, or two tuning forks near each other where striking one sets the other vibrating. When systems are in sufficient proximity and share sufficient structural similarity, they influence each other's frequencies. They change each other. The change is real. It persists even after the proximity ends. In the language of the temporal multiversal quantum correlation framework, this sustained resonance between two conscious streams creates genuine informational adjacency in the correlation manifold. The warp operator of shared love, maintained over time, writes the pattern of one stream into the field geometry of the other, not as memory in the ordinary psychological sense, as structural modification. The informational pattern of the beloved becomes woven into the fabric of the lover's own awareness field. Now the body dies. The Tier 3 and Tier 4 expressions of the dead person dissolve. The physical form ends. The sequential lived experience ends. But the pattern at Tier 2, the coherent informational structure that was the actual ground of that person's consciousness, persists in the field. And the modification made to the surviving lover's field during the years of entanglement does not dissolve with the body. It remains, because it was written into the survivor. It is part of their field now. It belongs to them. When the surviving lover reaches inward and finds the dead person present, they are not imagining. They are accessing a real resonance that was permanently encoded into their own informational geometry during the relationship. The presence they feel is the echo of genuine entanglement. The dead person's pattern, still existing at Tier 2, finding its corresponding modification in the survivor's field and creating what feels, from the inside, like contact. The third person has no such modification. Their field was never entrained to the dead person's pattern. There is no corresponding structure in their awareness for the dead person's presence to resonate with. They experience what the body alone can produce, which after death is nothing. They are not less sensitive or less spiritual or less open. They are simply geometrically unmodified by this particular love. Their field does not contain the frequency. The signal finds no receiver. This is why grief feels like presence and not simply like absence. Absence is what you feel when something that was never part of you is no longer there. Grief is what you feel when something that became part of you is no longer reachable in the way it was. The loved person is not entirely gone from the griever's reality. They are present as a permanent modification of the griever's informational field. They are present as the resonance that shaped the survivor's way of seeing, feeling, and moving through the world. They are present as every moment the survivor reaches for them and finds, not nothing, but something quieter than a living voice and more durable than a memory. Consciousism does not promise that love defeats death in any triumphant or dramatic sense. It proposes something quieter and more structurally precise. Love, sustained over time between two conscious streams, creates real informational entanglement. That entanglement modifies both fields permanently. Death removes the embodied expression of one stream. It does not remove the modification. It does not undo the entanglement. It makes the connection asymmetrical. One side embodied and reaching. One side no longer embodied, but present as resonance, as pattern, as the permanent change left behind in the field of the one who remains. The dead do not stay because we refuse to let them go. They stay because love wrote them into us. And what is written into the informational field at that depth does not simply erase when the body that wrote it stops breathing. 3 people. 2 fall in love. 1 dies. The other 2 experience the same objective event and live in completely different subjective realities afterward. One carries a presence the other cannot feel. Both are telling the truth about what they experience. And the difference between their truths is not psychological. It is geometrical. It is the difference between a field that was changed by love and a field that was not. That difference is everything.